Yo, what's good, guys? What's good, guys? And in this video, I'm going to be talking about the current transit. We are now in, countries are going into lockdown now. It's confirmed. Germany are in lockdown. France is in lockdown. London, UK will be in lockdown on Thursday, okay? Today I made this video. The current elections are happening right now, and the final result hasn't come. And I just do this video to give you information on how to really empower yourself for this foreseeable future as you go into lockdown. And if first things first, if you're new to this page, please subscribe, please hit the like button, and it really helps the YouTube algorithm show my page to people that this will be knowledgeable for, okay? So please do that, and let's get into it, okay? So first things first, I'm not really here to sugarcoat anything. I'm only here to give you the truth, okay? And we know that the truth can sometimes hurt, but I'm only here so you can get past this hurdle of feeling hurt to then manifest things for yourself, because at the end of the day, the time is not on your hands right now, okay? If you're only just starting to wake up in 2020 at the end of this final third quarter, unfortunately, the spell has already been casted on you, and it should have been the first lockdown to really ignite your chakras, okay? Now by force, this second lockdown will now put you into real solitude and understand what is happening here, okay? And it's time to start learning. It's as simple as that. It's time to start learning what happens. If you don't, I'm sorry to say it, the great shift and divide between knowing and not knowing how this universe works will just be so far and disconnected from you. You will now physically be a bot, okay? You will be a bot. So that's what it's about. That's what I'm trying to tell you here. And yeah, so first things first, it's called social engineering. How have people been misled this far right now? Social engineering from media, your blogs, what you follow, the TV shows you watch, the films you watch, the news you intake, the distractions that come into your life that you're not able to actually see what's going on, okay? Social engineering, okay? And this operation of social engineering starts from when we are born, okay? It starts from when we are born, and it takes analysis to unravel this, to then start to build new habits and belief systems for ourselves, okay? And that's what it's about. Now, I won't ever argue with a bot online, okay? Because even if that's a real bot or it's a person, I will not ever tell them this is this or this is that, because most people are bots, okay? So if you're trying to go into a comment section and try to give people the truth, you're going to get slaughtered by these bots, because most people don't read. Most people stay on the blogs to receive their informations, and most people ain't got much things to do, so they will argue back and forth. And we're in a situation where we're in Mercury retrograde, which is about communication, okay? And in the powers that be know this, and most people are negative. So if people are communicating to you, it's only going to be in a negative light. So this is how you're able to know, nah, this is a setup, because the planetary alignments are already telling me how people are going to be collectively as a conscious. So this is how you can use astrology to even know how to deal with people, okay? So now, we don't argue with bots, okay? If you're waking up, don't argue with bots, because that is a waste of energy, and everything is energy, okay? So first things first, don't argue with bots. Now, let's talk about what to do next. Now, in this period of lockdown, you want to start learning about things that you've liked, but you've just never had the time to do. And this can be your passion, this can be something that you've floated with in your imagination, or this can just be something brand new. You just want to burst your comfort zone, okay? So you want to start learning these new things because most people's jobs will be going against AI, okay? Most people's jobs will be going against AI, okay? And most people are bots, so they will lose against the AI because the AI's information, the way that that the AI is set up, it will do things efficiently, okay? So is what it is. Now people's jobs and livelihoods are going against robots because they're able to dumb down the human population to a lower state of consciousness, which is bot-like, and now they're raising the AI's information to the brain system of people that actually use their brain. Okay. You see what they've done? Everything is about in the Matrix is about inversion. Is inversion of of consciousness. Okay, so this is what it is. So you want to make sure you're learning everything. If it's about trading, if it's about watching information where you can look at the patterns that if a company's saying this and they're pandering to a ideology or a situation, that you can say, oh, they're talking about this because I predict that this is going to happen in the stock market. I better have my money ready to invest in this kind of company, or I should put my money into forex because I know the dollar is going to crash when the election finishes and Donald Trump is employed, and then there's going to be riots and lockdown is happening, so they're going to be out of employment, so the pound is going to drop. So I should invest my money in here because I know that Asia's currency, Japan, is doing well. I should put my money here. So this is how you're able to think. Okay, this is how you're able to think. You're able to actually see what is happening in the universe to then start actually doing some kind of trading on the stock market, because this is how the elites make money. They make money through information. So everything is information. So the way you portray that information and the way an elite portrays that information is completely different. It's completely different, okay? So this is how you then start to move into a next stage of consciousness, by understanding what is happening and whose this information is for, okay? And you're going into lockdown, and you want to be doing things that are not going to take your energy, okay? And this is from, again, Instagram, Facebook, all of this is a big distraction. And like I said, we're in a current transit where people are going to be so angry, they're going to be so annoyed that there's not going to be a lot of positivity there, okay? And if there's people showing positive lifestyle, a lot of people are going to be angry from that because they're going to be in lockdown. So people have to be conscious of what they post. Okay, even me, I'm not in lockdown. I'm living my life. You get me? But I know that I can post myself at the beach and that can trigger people because they have not had a holiday this year. Okay, so it's about really using both sides of your brain to actually not think about yourself, but think about what is happening in the universe, okay? It's about really being multi-dimensional in your thinking, because the way that the Matrix has got people is by thinking only one way, so they can't connect the dots. So they'll say like, oh, conspiracy this, conspiracy, like this ain't a conspiracy, you lot are crazy, you lot are tapped, okay? But the law of averages will tell you that at least once out of 20 or 30 occasions, there should have been one that was a conspiracy, because that's just how the law of averages work, which is a universal law, okay? So people need to understand this concept of that. Yes, the conspiracy works because they do it on you. And by you thinking it doesn't happen is actually how they win, okay? If you have lived this whole 2020 and you have not thought that this year has not been a great agenda, then I'm sorry to say you won't make it into the next ascension, okay? It's been constantly one thing after another. And you think this has not been engineered? Of course it's been engineered. And I can dive deeper into that, but I'm not here to do that in this video. I'm just here to tell you that, boom, they are casting a spell out of you and you are just being used at this point for energy harnessing, okay? So this is it. This is it. People that don't want to believe it's a conspiracy are really caught up in their thoughts of just acquiescing and just hoping and wishing and praying and just not wanting to take in the truth. Well, this lockdown the second lockdown now, you're gonna have to really reflect on that and think, okay, they got us. Because that's what they're doing. That's what they're literally doing. They're literally giving the second lockdown to really accept that you've been swindled, okay, for their greater agenda to crash the economy and then have everybody begging for rations like it's World War II, okay? So this is what it's about. This is the Great Depression. I think people need to realize this is the flipping Great Depression, and it's only till we get out of this till this will be in the history books, okay? We're at a point where people are addicted to their phones. They can go on Twitter and social media, and their mood can be killed just like that, or they are scared of countries and scared of people of different colors and people of prejudice and things like this. And you don't think this is a Great Depression? More people are killing themselves more than ever. Caroline Flack died this year. I thought that was last year. This year's been hella long, okay? A lot of people have not made it to this next dimension, this next year. And it's for a reason. So this is it. I'm not trying to fearmonger. I'm just trying to tell you that this is not a coincidence. And the only way you will be able to understand is if you're willing to dive deep and gravitate to the truth, okay? If you're not reading books, at least start listening to conscious people that are doing the research and the intel. If it's not trying to actually empower yourself and do something that's gonna help you, you know, you need to do all these things, because all these things will actually align with your greater purpose and your real purpose of life. And you'll be able to see the light after coming out of the dark, okay? And it's really empowering to get past this darkness of what is reality, okay? And that's why I do this video. So yeah, keep your eyes out posted. I've got a lot more content coming that is going to be productive. It's going to be creative. That's what it's about. It's about uplifting the spirits of the greater consciousness, okay? So just keep your eyes posted out. A lot more coming. And with that being said,